You know, the winds are against you, but that does give so much momentum for a potential redemption arc here for them as we finally head our way into our very first map of the night in North America. It will be Mirage, and it's COVEN fighting for an upset, fighting for a win in the season, and Shimmer looking to lock themselves into playoff, or rather Dallas, I suppose. No more playoffs.
It's just getting tantalizing close. We got next week, and then the group stage done and dusted. Then we also have like EU having to go into the play-in stage, getting those final few spots all locked in. But it's just been such an amazing season. And to end off this way with so much contention is so exciting. But let's see what is in store. And COVEN are coming out on top so far in this pistol.
Oh, now Shimmer have to mount the retake here. COVEN already taken so much control in towards the CT spawn, but just cannot stem the tide. What started up as a 5 versus 3 now dwindles down to a 1 versus 2. Bomb has been planted, so T-Bear has to hold the line. Don't get too impatient. Spams through the smoke, but oh no! Position just not quite known, and she cannot connect those shots.
Shots don't quite land. So Shimmer come out on top. So the shots are just whizzing on by, kind of doing a bit of a Neo effect. But I got a bit dicey at the beginning there, getting that opening kill. Cannibal, an absolute animal. So let's see where the team's going to go. Ooh, they're going fast into Palace. I mean, not Palace. I'm getting the wrong side of the map. Going straight away over to the apartments, but they lock it down. They slow it on right down. Waiting for any sort of aggressive pushes, but it's just Abby on the jump peak. And they're making a lot of noise over towards there, and look at that. They don't suspect kind of these plays to come in. Look at everybody just leave that B bomb site unattended immediately, and oh, the cat's out of the bag. They missed their mark. They're offside. They're off position. But can they come in with the retake in time? Abby trying to spray through the smoke. Can't quite connect on anything. And Jaylee with the drive bar.
Good amount of early damage done here, but they just can't get that plant down. Shimmer deny every sort of attempt. And you know what? I found this really interesting, right? So we come into this round with 5 MAC-10s, and it's very seldom that you see a buy like that. The intention was clear here. They send one person over towards the A site, and let's face it, not much is going to get done with MAC-10s on the A site of all places. You really want to have that firepower here on B, get up close and personal, and they're able to get a little bit done, take away some of those guns, hurt the economy just a little bit. But as soon as that first player on A goes down and they realize there's nothing else here, the retake once again from Shimmer, immaculate. So yes, they will have to reinvest a little bit here, but still feeling comfortable and confident as they come into this round on an anti-eco. And of course, it's going to kick off with a bang.
They're making their way over towards this A-bomb. So both players on the side of Shimmer locked in CT, and Jaylee gets a nice kill. The long-range P250, but it's just absolute carnage. Supermad swoops on in, gets that final kill to close. 3 rounds for Shimmer.
Exactly the start that Shimmer would have wanted. Kick things off into high gear early on. Get those rounds on the board nice and early. Now, for COVEN, they do get the buy-in here. And I've liked some of the attempts that they've made in those last few rounds. We have to bear in mind limited cash, limited weaponry to play with. Wasn't too much that they were going to be able to get done with that. So now that they finally have some decent guns in their hand, I'll be curious to see what their approach is going to be. We're going to go for some early mid presence. They've already managed to force some space for themselves. Oh, beautiful shots coming through from Jundia. That's going to take out Empathy. Empathy has been such a pivot point for Shimmer. So to have her off the round, that's going to open up so much.
Ooh, leg stolen ladder. Ooh, nearly misses out on the kill. But does come back for the repeat and finish them off. A 4-on-3 situation. Lex getting mollied as well. Needs to reposition. Might catch Shivani on the jump, but doesn't peek wide enough to see that. Ooh, but does a wide swing into an absolute volley of bullets over towards mid. But Mads again through the smoke. That bomb's dropped. And die with a quick recollect.
2 versus 3 is absolutely doable, particularly with the spread here, but the stomps coming through here make it so painfully obvious, and Abby, great positioning, gets the first, knows exactly where the second is, Mads to swing around, and she'll clean it up with the USPS. That is an unfortunate round for COVEN to win. They get that opening kill, and opening frags can be so important. They can really springboard you into a strong round win, but Shimmer do such a good job of recollecting themselves, and you know, regathering themselves a little bit there and pushing back. And COVEN do not find a way in. Now they'll still be able to force up, but Cash is going to be a problem in the next round. And Shimmer's looking like they're going to head on over to 5th.
Empty searching for some long-range duel with the M4. Trying to get some information. And having all those bullets, you're able to dissipate the smoke a little bit so you can actually see what's happening over towards the top of mid. She sees nothing. But some bullets are exchanged, and Empathy loses the duel.
That's 2 rounds in a row. Jundia has just sat her down in top mid. But Mads will very quickly bring the numbers back to a more even kilter. COVEN now take time for a bit of a reset. Unfortunately, losing Cannibal there is unfortunate. Now you can see the smile on Shivani's face there. She knows she made noise with that jump. Unfortunately, she's keeping the game away. Now they're going to have to invest some of that util. They're going to have to start going for that execute. The site is relatively open here, but they have to be so aware of potential backstabs. Mads, who looked like she was going on a bit of a flanking mission, or rather Phoebe, has returned and is making her way through into Palace. But COVEN are keeping this competitive. 3 versus 3 here. Phoebe's position is going to be an absolute game changer. Shivani with another, gets a third through the blind, and now Phoebe's the last one left alive. COVEN have taken full control of this round, and Phoebe's going to have to show some heroics here. Bring this back in favor. No, the swing is beautiful. Great crossfire set up there, and COVEN will find a round.
Such a great crossfire. They knew exactly where Phoebe was after Phoebe got that kill, so the comms came straight on over. And they lock it down. Have the player peeking from CT, causing distraction. And there's T-Bear with the closer. And know what's also closing? Is the other game on South America. VMA just started North America. South America has just finished the second game, W7M versus MRBR. MRBR close out Mirage 13-1 on the third map.
Sure. That's nuts when you consider that the first map was an OT victory for W7M. MIBR definitely stamping their claim there. Now we'll see if Shimmer can do the same. There's strong posturing here over towards apartments, and it's been read into. Shimmer have such a good feeling for what COVEN are going to be doing from round to round. So instantly all of that util comes through, and it's an absolute bloodbath. Somebody call the cleanup crew. I'd like to report a murder.
EJ, you like it? I was actually a bit worried. I was looking at the bar coming up from Shimmer. Just that one round loss put everything in tattered. Nobody even had head armor, but you can save a bit of cash. You're going up against AKs. There was one lone Galil, so you can kind of relinquish some of your funds on that. They come out on top, and it's back to the pistols for COVEN. And they're fast over towards B again. Abby being caught out, trying to relocate. Does get one, but gets instantly traded out. And Alex from Cat can't find anything as players come from behind.
I love Tech9 so much, man. Completely cracks open that B site. This is what they wanted to achieve with the MAC-10s earlier on in this half, but finally they will find a little bit of that success. Most important part, bomb has been planted, but now Cannibal 1 HP and a dream. She's actually managed to find a rifle, but not going to have the opportunity to use it. Great shot from Mads, as always, and that's going to be a defuse to come through. But I mean, if it was any other point, I'd be like, cool, so much economic damage. But Shimmer have so much cash to work with here. So the biggest shining moment from that round is getting that bomb down and having a little bit of extra cash to play with.
That's the aim of the game. That's the objective. Get the bomb down. Get some extra cash. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So they're all able to buy up into this next round. Let's see if they can pull another rabbit out of the hat. Let's get another round on the board. Ooh, it's going to be an aggressive mid push. Shivani, again, blind. Flashes do not do anything.
Shivani,
I think we made a joke earlier, Sam. Like, you could cast with your eyes closed. Shivani could play the game with her eyes closed at this point. Flashed all the time, gets frags.
She doesn't turn her monitor on. She just feels where the players are. How does that pasta go? Somebody put that pasta in chat for Shivani, because I feel like it's accurate. We'll see how accurate Alex's shots will be here. Because it's a bit of an uphill battle for them. No! Druid's checking! That is almost a beautiful transfer, but Jaylee manages to salvage that situation. Now Alex, last player left alive. Her position is known. She's good for 1 versus 2. And the last two for Coven are so low HP. They're going to have to team up, tag team this a little bit. Alex has found a slight gap there. All she has to do is run out the clock. I say all she has to do is 40 seconds to go, and she is being rotated on, and there it is. Beautiful from Jaylee. Great positioning. Will take Alex off the board, and it's a second round for Coven.
Classic ring around the rosy to close it out. Just going around side slowly, slowly, slowly. Using Jindaya as some bait. Alex just couldn't get her eyes off of Jindaya with that AWP over towards Cat. Just like constantly trained on there. And then T-Bear comes and swoops him for the kill.
Alright, Coven really like this little default. 3-1-1 or 1-3-1, however you want to say it. Split. Already taken very early mid control, but Empathy, beautiful opening shot. Good lord. She is so cheeky with it. And that first kill is monumental. Now, with all of that information garnered, they know that it is going to be a B site hit. They've already moved in to reinforce. Coven haven't even had the chance to execute yet, but T-Bear will still be able to get one while flashed out. Unfortunately, Alex in a beautiful position there to trade it back. And Coven with only 2 players left alive. Nope, make it 1. T-Bear, so much to do here and cannot get it done. But another blind kill there for Coven. It feels like these Coven ladies, they don't need sight. They seem to rely on, I don't know, witchcraft, I guess?
Well, yeah.
Maybe?
Yeah. I was thinking the exact same thing. There's something to do with the name. Are they actually witches? What's going on here?
Oh, what a no-scope.
Just to think, we started the season, Empathy on a rifle. Lex was the AWPer. That was the game plan for Shimmer coming into the season. They had Lex on the AWP, and I remember Overpass was against FlyQuest, and Lex was just getting absolutely dominated. Just couldn't find anything with the AWP. And you can't, it's AWP pass. Can't even say that right. AWP pass. And straight away after that series, that AWP went straight back into the hands of Empathy, and she's showing up in full force.
I remember that was one of our big talking points as well, the change up there, but sometimes, you know what, Oh, good lord. Yeah, I mean, this is it, right? Beautifully plays out for us why Empathy really should have that AWP in her hand. She did lose a couple of battles up in top mid early on, but no longer. A second kill to follow that up. And must be said, COVEN really struggling here. Not getting too much value out of what little utility they have and not playing off of it well, kind of dry swinging, and you give Empathy half a chance, she's going to take full advantage of it. Now T-Bear forced to just try and hold on to this rifle. He's not going to look to let it happen. Beautiful shots to come through there, and of course it's going to be a headshot. It's an 8th round. COVEN have done well to at least get those 2 rounds. If they could just get 2 more here, then there is a sliver of hope for them on that second half.
Just looking at these kills from Mads, do you see how mobile she is? She gets a 1 kill in lower tons, goes all the way to A side, gets a kill on towards A ramp, then goes back to the top mid. She has not stopped holding W. She just keeps on moving. She's everywhere. She is inevitable.
She is her, truly.
She is her.
The rush is going to come through. Oh, before they've even had a chance to make it out. Already 1 player down, but they've done some sizable damage, unfortunately. Jeez, Empathy, how do you do that with a pistol? She'll finally get gunned down. And somehow, COVEN have brought this eco to a 1 versus 1. COVEN, the eco warlords, they get so much done with it. The peak to come through, but Mads is just too clean. Another headshot takes out the AWP and brings them up to a 9th round. That was looking so clutchable. But Mads, I mean, we highlighted her for a reason. It's not just about the headshots. Those reflexes are out of this world.
As that final kill came in, all the soundtrack of like Superman's heroic, I don't know what it's called, when he starts flying, da, 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 da. As soon as as she just swoops on in, she does one of those crouch swings. It just goes boop, gets the headshot, and that was the first thing that came to my mind.
We need to do like a re-recording of that song, but with just you singing it. I think that'd be great.
Oh no.
And then every time Mads gets a kill, somebody puts that on a soundboard. Caro, make it happen. Last round and a half now for COVEN, and oh, off to a heartbreaking start as Shivani gets taken down. A beautiful spray down from Phoebe as well, and make it a 3rd just for good measure. And that's it. That round ended just as quickly as it began. So did the half. We'll see you after this break.
You've always got to leave. You're not ready for me. Don't you ever call me princess. I'm the king and queen. 'Cause I know what I want, what I do, what I feel. If you threaten me to leave, you're not ready for me. I know that I'm blessed, but I ain't taking less. 'Cause I always wanna be successful. Never second best, you know what I expect. There ain't no way that I'ma settle. I ain't gonna stress, I'll give you what I get. So boys, you better be respectful. Tomorrow we will rise.
Bippity boppity boo. 10-2 in favor of Shimmer on Coven's map pick. Coven head on over to the CT side. They're trailing by 8 rounds, but they're on the CT side, and they did a great job on the pistol on the T side. Let's see if they can convert the CT side pistol and try to get some rounds on the board and make this more competitive.
Newt. You keep me entertained, bless you. I like that reference. That was good. Let's see if Coven can make that magic happen for themselves here. A good split. Heavy lean towards B. Keeping that their strong side for now. Makes a lot of sense in pistols. You might want to take those close range battles. Oh, great shots from Cannibal there to open things up a little bit. And that will be the trigger here for Shimmer. That will get them to push in over towards this B site. Alex getting so much space, but instantly shut down. However, Mads is still alive and kicking. Alive and shooting. Coven still have the numbers advantage here. Good lord, Mads. That's just not okay. 2 versus 2. Phoebe holding the line. Good for the first. Good for the second. It's the fadeaway shot, but it will net Shimmer the 11th round here. And now, Coven on the back foot massively.
Phoebe just giving us some flair. That's what we like to see. But it was a great start for that pistol for Coven. And even it was kind of funneling. That kill from Cannibal was funneling the rest of the T's over towards that B bomb side where that stack was. But the stack just didn't hold out enough. We had that player boosted up on the box. Couldn't find anything. Was a bit caught out. It was a bit awkward. Let's see. Oh, there we go. We got the classic. I'm going to keep the pistol so I can have an AWP in the next round.
Yeah, don't hate it. You know what? If they win this round, that puts them on map point. You want to send a message and have that message be, we will not back down, we will not relent. Fair enough. As now Execute's going to start coming through over towards the A side. It is not a fake. Jay Lee in a world of trouble there. Little bit of damage done, but so little that she could realistically do there. Bomb's going to get planted. Mads is on a mad flanking mission. And Coven, oh, they're going to try to attempt this retake entirely from ramp. And they're just going to get absolutely obliterated. Util damage to come through. The Galil absolutely sings. It's a flawless round for Shimmer to take them to map point.
Why we got Phoebe on the cam, we're kind of going to highlight here. Because when I was looking at the season so far, I think before the last game that they played, I think Phoebe was at like a 0.95 rating so far for the season. And she just kind of elevated ever so much as the season progressed. Now she stands at like a 1.19 rating. And I think after this game, well, that's going to go through the roof. But that's what we like to see as how this whole group stage progresses. Players start getting more and more comfortable in this kind of environment. Mads might not be very comfortable, just gets overwhelmed. Oh, Abby. Whoopsie daisy.
Oh dear me. Phoebe dying in her teammate's Molotov there. I mean, Coven making this incredibly expensive. They will actually somehow give themselves a stay of execution. That was something. That was definitely a round, Newt. A round of CS. It's one of the rounds of CS that I've seen ever. But Coven will take it. They will be they'll be thrilled to have themselves one more round and to have at least given themselves another opportunity. Unfortunately for them, Shimmer have still got a ton of cash. More than enough to bring themselves back into this round. Still strong. and looking for that final round win.
Hope to close this out quick and head on to Ancient. We still got a lot more Mirage to play. It may be the map point. After showing from Coven in the preview. Oh, no. Phoebe's got other ideas. Phoebe wants to see Ancient, which you've seen a lot this season. Like a lot. But recently, in the recent week, we haven't seen it that much. And I was just in the back, just like, rejoice. But we get to see it again, one last time.
Oh, this was feeling like it was doable, but HPs are slowly being chipped away. Coven brought themselves into a tied up numbers setting. Unfortunately, Cannibal and Jindia now so incredibly low. Position of T-Bear is known. See if that information does get given over, as now Abby, a free sight available to her. She's gonna get that first kill onto T-Bear, who was forced off of the angle. Now the last two players again from Cannibal. So little to work with. It's going to take a miracle here. Position predicted. Cannibal burnt alive by the Molotov. And Jindia, with 25 HP, has to bring this back. Footsteps heard. Position known. And it's a beautiful headshot from Abby. No spray. No doubt in herself or her abilities. Just flick to the head and secure themselves map 1 in our series. And in a tremendously one-sided affair, Newt. I was hoping Coven, after getting a few rounds, they were looking like they